How much money would it take for you to actually feel safe? Is it $1 million, $100,000? Well, what if I told you you could get that exact same feeling for just $10,000? See, it's not about being rich. It's about what happens to your mindset once you actually hit that mark. And believe me, it changes everything. See, before you hit 10K, money feels like a constant game that you're always losing. Your rent's due, you panic. Your car breaks down, you go into full-blown riot mode. At some point, you find yourself constantly checking your bank account just to make sure that you're not overdrafted. Trust me, I've been there. I dropped out of college 8 years ago and proceeded to spend the next 3 years slinging Hennessy bottles at a liquor store and scrubbing toilets as an office cleaner. Doing all of that to make $15 an hour when in reality, I didn't even have $5 to my name. That kind of stress doesn't just drain your wallet, but it also drains your spirit. And that's because every decision you make, from groceries to hanging out to even taking a day off of work, comes with a pit in your stomach of anxiety that you just can't shake. It leaves you in a constant state of survival, and unfortunately, survival doesn't give you much room for growth. But something strange happens when you finally hit that $10,000 mark. Because for the first time ever, you can actually breathe a little easier and feel safe. You stop asking, how am I going to make it through the month? And you start asking yourself, what do I actually want to do this month? With that money in the bank, you give yourself options. You can quit that toxic job. You can take a risk and actually invest in yourself and your passions. Heck, even walking into a room just feels different because you're not going in there looking desperate. You're going in there looking deliberate. You stop seeing yourself as someone who's just trying to get by, and you start seeing yourself as someone who's building something bigger for himself. But here's where a lot of people mess up. They save this $10,000 and they feel rich, so they start spending like they are. New phones, new apartments, random Amazon shopping sprees because I deserve it. And hey, you do deserve to enjoy your money, but you need to know that this money is not financial freedom. This is financial leverage for you. And just like with any leverage, you can easily lose it if you're not being intentional with it. So when you finally hit that $10,000 mark, this is what you should do. 1, build up a fully funded emergency fund. Aim for something like 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. 2nd, automate your savings. Get you out of your own way, because if you don't see the money, you're less likely to spend the money. And lastly, delay that lifestyle creep. Keep your current lifestyle just a little bit longer and watch how quickly that $10,000 doubles. Because the goal isn't to have this money one time, it's for this to be your new baseline at which you build more. The truth is, $10,000 doesn't just sit in your bank account, it actually sits in your mind. It gives you not only room to breathe, but it gives you options and freedom. And once you have these things, you don't want to go back to how it used to be. So whether you're just starting your savings or you've been saving for a while and are closing in on that goal, keep going. Because while that number doesn't sound like a lot to everybody, if you've ever lived paycheck to paycheck or ever been broke, that money can truly change your well-being for a while. And once you hit it, everything changes.